To the Washington County Fair. It's Sneaky Pete's Garden Tractor Pullers. Let's get a wave from everybody out there. Everybody wave. You're foregoing that nice sun over there, but the humidity has dropped. Yay! I know, and you're going to have a great time out here. They're still working, of course, back on the eliminator. So what we're going to do, though, is I'd like to ask everybody to please stand, remove your hats. We're going to play the national anthem, please. And the flags are right up here at the announcer's booth. We are ready. Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. Woo! Yes, let's throw out that first tractor. Welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Kathy. I'm going to be your announcer for this evening, and I will try and share with you as much information as possible so that you understand garden tractor pulling. Because our goal is to get you excited. We want to see you bring out a garden tractor and try doing this yourself. This is Sneaky Pete's Garden Tractor Pullers. They're out of Rosemont, Minnesota. And of course up here doing all the sign-ups beforehand and stuff were Kay Tix and Carol Schmitz, and they had another lovely assistant today. Right now we happen to have a test tractor going down the track. I believe he's a 750-pound off the lawn. So there's going to be lots of information that I'm going to be giving you. The person riding on the back of that eliminator right there is Cy Schmitz. He's the founder of Sneaky Pete's Garden Tractor Pullers. As you can tell, he's got a vested interest in this. He makes sure everybody safely gets down this track. And this track actually looks very, very good, considering it was like a mud pit I hear beforehand. When I got in here about 4:15, 4:30, they were out here with a bulldozer and a road grader getting everything off of here so it would get down to it. It's a tacky track tonight, which means they'll get lots of grip. I don't know if any of you are familiar with like dirt track car racing or something. They prefer tacky tracks. So good horsepower then. Okay, so now while they're pulling this back, this is the eliminator. What this is it's a machine that has a whole bunch of weights on it, and if you watch it next time it comes back down, those weights move up, and that is actually what stops those tractors. When I get the chance, I will find out how much that eliminator has on it so you have an idea what they're doing. We're going to try and get this show rolling right along because, of course, we have TV 19 here tonight taping. So as they do little sweeps of the crowds, of course, if they zoom in on you, just like at the Twins games, we got to have a kiss cam, a whole bunch of stuff. So don't be afraid to do things that are very nice that you can see in the public. So I want you to be aware of that. Remember, we are being taped by TV 19. Thank you, TV 19, for being out here. Excellent having you around. Okay, that first puller that was out there happened to be Henry Haug. He, of course, is in the 750-pound off-the-lawn garden tractor class. We're verifying his distance that he ran, and then I'll let you know who this second puller is. Remember, what you're watching out here now is those weights on the eliminator as they go up. They're going to be keeping steadily going up, and that's what actually stops those garden tractors. They just can't pull it anymore. There's a lot of weight that they're pulling. Now we're in the 750-pound off-the-lawn class, and I want to tell you how they come up with 750 pounds. What there is at the other end of the track, which would be to your left side, there's a scale down there. All these tractors have to go across that scale to be weighed and inspected. So as they do this, they must weigh for 750 pound off the lawn, means they must weigh 750 pounds with the driver. They're not allowed to do any modifications to the tractors. Later on, you're going to see some tractors that actually have some Chevy V8 engines in them. And we are trying to move this show right along because we want to make sure that you get to see them. Let's give you some distances in the meantime. Our first puller was Henry Haug. He pulled 178 feet 1 inch. Was he keeping that? 0-1. He's going to keep that distance. The first puller always has the right to see if he wants to change. The next puller up there was Maria Tice. She did 205 feet and 15 inches. Nope, we're making this a 0. 205.05. So right now she is our leader. How many do we have in the 750 pound off the lawn class? 4 drivers, 4 pullers. After that, we're going to have our 900 pound off the lawn class. This next puller is Levi Olson. He's 12 years old and he's out of Lake Elmo, one of your hometown boys here. Now, how many out there have got garden tractors at home that sound like this? Mine doesn't. I'll tell you that. Mine does not sound like that. Okay, we're going to see what Levi does here. We'll let you know the distance. 183.25. Okay, so right now we're kind of in second place. We have one more puller. Then we're going to ask for the 900 pound off the lawn to be up and ready so we can keep moving right along tonight. Are you having a good time? Yay! Glad to hear it. This is wonderful. TV 19, get a shot of that nice crowd we have up there tonight like this. This is just great. Our next puller is going to be Kenny Paulson. Kenny Paulson is out of Hutchinson, Minnesota, so they had a little drive to get here. Kenny is 9 years old. He's driving an Alice Chalmers tractor. And Dad's making sure that he's going the right way. I like it. He's guiding him. Notice how Kenny is leaning back in his seat. He's trying to make sure that he puts as much weight on the back tires as possible so he can keep that tractor moving forward. The distance to beat was 205 feet and some inches, so we'll see how good Kenny can do here for a 9-year-old. Oh. Not his dad, his grandpa. Okay, we're all focusing on Kenny. He's down there like around that first place. We'll find out. We'll find out very shortly. So while you can hear, of course, yay, give him a round of applause. Kenny did a good job. What happens is our flag man at the end of the track actually has a radio, and he radios down here to lovely Kay, who writes down the numbers on here, and it was 200 feet, 97 inches. So that's the conclusion of our 750-pound off-the-lawn class. Give them all a round of applause. Our winner was Maria Tice with 205 feet, 5 inches. Congratulations, Maria. So are you starting to get the hang of it? Good. Glad to hear it. Maria Tice, she was 12 years old, took first place at 205.05. Second was Kenny Paulson, who's going by here right now at 200 feet, 97. Levi Olson took third with 183.25. And Henry Hauge was 178 feet 1. That's our top 4. And only 4. Now we're going into the 900-pound off-the-lawn class. Oh, we have an exhibition tractor. Okay. We do have an exhibition tractor. Is this for 750 pounds lawn? Okay. We will get some information on this one. Kay, of course, is writing it down. She has all this lovely paperwork information so that I can make sure I share it with you. Looks like it's Maria Tice is driving this exhibition one. 750, and it happens to be size tractor, he's telling me. As he's going down the track, you have to understand that when you're an announcer, when you announce for Sneaky Pete's garden tractor pullers, you have to read lips and understand sign language. When somebody points at them and says, "It's my tractor," so I don't know if he's got it for sale or what, but he wanted to make sure it came out here and was showing off. So thank you. Is everybody having a good time? Yes, that's important. There's a lot to see at the Washington County Fair. If you have not gone to their information booth and picked up a schedule, there's lots to see here. This is only Thursday. You've got Friday, Saturday, Sunday yet to enjoy this fair. So please do support your local county fair. Well, we have a distance on this one for an exhibition. Oh, it is 205.58. Okay, would have been a winner. How about that? But it was just an exhibition. Good deal. Now, Kay, who is our flag man down there? His name is Mike. Mike is down there with the flags. Wave your flags, Mike. We want to make sure we know everybody knows Mike. He's at the end of the track. The reason why I do it now is because, of course, as these tractors get bigger and louder and we go from off the lawn into super stocks or modifieds, Mike is actually taking his life in his hands down here at the end of the track. Because if any of these tractors get out of control, I hope not to see him jumping a barrier. So, Mike, I'll keep an eye on you down there, too. Don't worry. Okay, so we're going to start right into our 900-pound off the lawn. It's going to be Corey Peterson out of Dassel, Minnesota. He's also driving a Cub, and actually has a title to this tractor, which is always something. It's actually 14 horsepower. So there's quite a bit of information on this sheet. So as I see things that have come up, I'll make sure I inform you. If you're just joining us, welcome. And I hope you enjoy Sneaky Pete's garden tractor pullers. Now, Corey Peterson looks like he's a little older than 9, 10, or 12. His age is actually on here. So, as you can tell, garden tractor pulling is not only for the young at heart, also for the older at heart. I happened to talk to one person out here tonight. He happened to come up to me. I've done announcing for Sneaky Pete's tractor pullers, probably about 10 years ago, and I get pulled in every now and then. And he's 72, and there could be some people out here that are a lot older, and I'm not aware of it, that are actually tractor pullers. So I appreciate it, and he's in great help. Oh, we're checking to see. No, he's not going to keep that distance. He thinks he can do better. His distance was 209.18. So now they've been doing a thumbs up and a thumbs down. Okay? If they say thumbs down, that means there'll be another tractor that pulls in between, and he's going to try to do better. It's his first time out on the track, and he wants to make sure that he has that opportunity to get every inch out of it, because there is prize money involved in this. There's not a lot. It's actually more the trophy. I did stick up a trophy here at the announcer's stand. It says first place, Washington County Fair. Wouldn't that look nice in your tractor shed, having that trophy there? So that means a lot. Okay, our next puller up is Rob Backus. He is sponsored actually by Total Construction and Equipment out of Invergrove Heights. He's driving a Cub Cadet, the blue, which is also 14 horsepower. Remember, this is 950 pound off the class. 900, excuse me. Gotta make sure we say 900. 50 pounds could make a difference. Could mean a difference between a Pronto Pup and a corn dog here. Maybe some cheese curds. Oh, he had those tires spinning down there. Wait till you see some of the other ones. They make big holes. Okay, I was real quiet so I could hear the distance this time. 205 feet 92, 205.92. So currently, he is the distance to beat because the other person who pulled first is actually going to be re-pulling. And how many do we have in this class? Kay, lovely Kay. I like calling her lovely Kay. I only get to see her every now and then. Well, we got quite a few. How many? Six pullers. So we've seen two. One's going to re-pull. Oh, I should see how much weight. The Eliminator itself weighs, I believe, 1,200 pounds. I'm going by memory from years back. And every single weight on there is 50 pounds. So I'll see if I can't do some quick math. And I'm going to count weights as this one goes by. This is Robbie Backus going by. He's also sponsored by Total Construction and Equipment out of Invergrove Heights. He's driving Cub Cadet, the Cruiser. .58. Distances of 189 feet 58. So that is Robbie. Okay, I kind of guesstimated that the Eliminator itself is about 3,000 pounds is what they're pulling down there with a 14 horsepower off-the-lawn garden tractor. Remember, off the lawn means it's something you could go out and mow with. Now remember, they took their mower decks off for this. That's all there is to it. But could they go out there and mow with that? Probably not. Not with that extension for weight to keep it from doing wheelies and everything. So I'll tell you who this is up here right now. This is Jessica Schlag. She's out of Oak Grove, Minnesota. Yes, this tractor is owned by Ray Schlag. Once again, it's a 14 horsepower, 900 pound off the lawn. And the title of this tractor is Gotcha 2. So there must be a Gotcha 1 around somewhere. Okay, he's giving him the signal. Now, while they're coming down the track, I'll explain to you. You'll see this extension bar also on this garden tractor, and they've got a weight on there. So, if they're pulling in the next class, which is, say, 1,100 pound off the lawn, they might have to add some extra weight on there. But I don't know that for a fact yet, but they probably had to add that weight, and there's probably some on the back of the tractor to make it that 900 pounds, because she does not weigh enough to make that garden tractor weigh 900 pounds. Oh, she was wiggling. She was trying to get any extra inches she can. Okay, 183 feet 8. 183.8. 0.08. That means 800ths. 800ths. Not 8/10. So, okay. Makes a difference. They're that accurate, I guess. What is the leader to beat? What's the current leader to beat? 205.92. 205.92 is the distance to beat. We must have about 3 pullers left, plus our repull. Yes. And then after that, we're going to go into our 950 pound stock altered. Ooh, now we get to see some tractors. They're going to actually have some different things done to them. Well, let's see who this one is up here. This is Russell Tex. He's out of Farmington, Minnesota. Wow. Now, this is a brand you don't hear too often. JCPenney tractor. How many knew that JCPenney had tractors? Quite interesting. They probably did many years ago. Is this one of those that's been revived and brought out here and running 900 pound off the lawn? Okay, 145.80. 145.80 is his distance. Still the distance to beat is 205.92. Okay, moving right along. This is Melanie Campbell out of South Haven. She's driving Mel's Monster. I like it. She's sponsored by Dark Horse Diesel. Nice. I like it when they get sponsors. Yes, owned by Pat Novak. Novacek. See, I haven't been announcing long enough to know some of these names. But at least I'm getting it out there. We're making sure people know. Is this Pat Novacek out here walking along? It is. He's making sure that Melanie gets down the track. That's another thing to point out. You seen guys and you've seen gals. So it is a sport for everyone. Uh-oh.
Forgot to turn the gas on.
We'll still get a distance.
129.80.
129.80. 129.80. Yes. Okay. Okay, she does not get a chance to re-pull. But you got it running. That's what counts. Okay. Our next puller up there is our one that re-pulled from before was Corey Peterson. He's out of Dassel, Minnesota. His tractor's always something, and his old distance was 209.18. So he needs to beat 209.52, if I remember right. No, 205.92 to take over and win. So it may not have been a good idea for him to re-pull. But you never know. That's the gamble you take. Remember, you're watching the end of the class of the 900-pound off the lawn. I will give you the winners at the end of this class. Ooh, looks like he went pretty good. We'll wait and see.
204.05.
Okay, 204.05. He did not beat his distance from before. So he must take this distance. So Corey kind of made a bad call on that one. So I'll give you the winners of this class, and then we'll give them a round of applause as we go into our 950-pound stock altered class. Rob Backus took first place with 205.92. Second place went to Corey Peterson, who just pulled at 204.05. And third place went to Robbie Backus with 189.58. So let's give him a round of applause. Got to keep you out there excited, motivated, enjoying a garden tractor pull. Now, while they're throwing on more weights, remember, weighed about 3,000 pounds before, they're adding more weights because the 950-pound stock altered class, they will make modifications to these tractors. Mike is running down there because he wants to make sure he counts all those weights for me and tells me how much. No, I'm just kidding. He's probably running down so he can hop on a tractor or something.
Son is pulling next.
Oh, his son's pulling next. So he's giving him pointers. Okay, so you've seen the eliminator. You know Cy Schmitz of Sneaky Pete Garden Tractor Pullers is riding along on the back. They're adding more weights for this class. As the classes keep going up, they will continue to add weights. But I've been reading you distances, and I bet you think that they just magically appear out of the air. Well, they basically do, tell you the truth. Way behind the eliminator back here, which Cy is riding on, there's a skidster. Behind that, way to the back of that, is a trailer. Inside that trailer is a laser gun. So what he's doing is he's pointing that laser gun, so next time he goes down the track, you look at this. On the eliminator, there's a diamond up there. You can see it on this side right now. He shoots at that so he can start it at 0, and when it gets down to the end, it records the distance. He has a radio, and he radios it to lovely Kay over here with all the paperwork. And that is how we get our distances for the garden tractor pullers. This is Hunter Hennon out of East Bethel. This is a 950-pound stock altered tractor. This tractor is run by Mike Cannon, our flag man. Tractor's name is Hillbilly. And once again, it's 14 horsepower, but it's 950 pounds stock altered. When I say altered, it could mean like different mufflers, something that would help add horsepower. At this point, they have not gone into the engine and done any boring or stroking, if anybody's a gearhead out there. It's just going to be simple modifications, maybe different tires, but that would be about it. But they must be 950 pounds.
212.34.
Okay, his distance is 212.34. And he is keeping it? Yes, he is keeping it. And he needs somebody to come down and pull him. Hey, I'm doing pretty good at reading sign language here. It's like, hey, somebody come down and get me. Hey, somebody do this. I do want to share with you that this Sneaky Pete's Garden Tractor Pullers does have a sponsor. It's sponsored by Mantella Well Drilling out of Lakeland, Minnesota. I want to thank the Mantella Well Drilling for helping sponsor this event at the Washington County Fair. And the other part, I'm sure, is funded by the Washington County Fair Board. So if there's anybody in the audience, I want to thank you. If you want to stand up, I'll recognize you and we'll point you out to the crowd so everybody knows that they could tell you how wonderful of an event this is. And I want to thank TV19. Yay, they're out here on location. Now, I did have a chance to talk to them beforehand. They said that they're taping it now, and then they will replay this for sure on Monday night, but they could be as early as tomorrow. This is Tommy Schlag going by. He's out of Oak Grove, Minnesota. It's a wheel horse tractor, and the title of the tractor is Wild Horses. Once again, it's a 14 horsepower tractor, but it must weigh 950 pounds and it's stock altered. And remember, these guys are doing this because of the love of the sport. We got these lovely Washington County Fair trophies up here, and they do get a small fair stipend. It does cost them also to do this. Sometimes a lot. The entry fee is like $5 or $10 depending on the class. The distance for Tommy Schlag was 254 feet, 0.05. Wonderful. That, I'm sure, is our leader right now. We have 2 more pullers in this class. Looks like 2 more pullers. Then we're going to be asking for our 1,100 pound off the lawn to be up and ready to go. Yes, 1,100 pound off the lawn will be next. But until then, our next puller in the 950 stock altered is Gunner Cook. He is sponsored by Powerhouse Mafia. He owns this tractor. He's out of Osceola, Wisconsin. Welcome from Wisconsin. And it's a work in progress. He says it's a work in progress. It makes me wonder what the work in progress is. What's next? I hope I'm being informative. I wish I could say send me some questions across, but it's kind of difficult to do. And besides that, you wouldn't want to. Oh, I don't think he went far enough.
No, but because he didn't go that first 40 feet, he gets to be pulled back.
Okay, so Lovely K informed me that he didn't go 40 feet, so they're going to pull him back so he could try it again. See, you're experiencing all kinds of things in garden tractor pulling. What happens when you don't get off the chute just right? If you don't go over 40 feet, they'll pull you back and you could start again. Yeah, he might change the gears, take his foot off the brake, you know. Oh, he used up all the power on that one when it gets down to the end like that. Very good. Don't be afraid to clap for any of these. Maybe you got a wheel horse tractor at home or something.
213.04.
Yes, 213.04 is his distance. 213.04. One more puller. One more puller in the 950-pound stock halter. Then we're going to go to the 1,100-pound off the lawn. We're trying to move this show right along. Are you having a nice breeze over there? I know you got some sun. I have sun too. I'm going to be nice and tan on the right side of my body. You're going to be nice and tan on the left side. Get that arm out there. Let's see, who's our next puller up here? Jessica Anderson. Tractor's owned by John Anderson. He's out of Cottage Grove, Minnesota. And this is an Alice Chalmers. And it's a 700 series and it's called the 950. Okay, that works. Now, just to let you know, I haven't done announcing for this group for a few years. Last time I did, I think it was actually here. And Jessica was probably 7 or 8 years old. So when I saw her today, I'm going, oh my gosh. She's leaning way back on the tractor seat. She's trying to get as many inches as possible out of it because distance to beat is 254.05. We shall see. Remember, the measuring is way out of that trailer, way back at the end. They aim towards that diamond that's up there.
250.40.
Okay, not quite first. 250.40. 250.40. So let's give them all a round of applause. That's your 950-pound stock altered tractors. So now we're going to bring that eliminator back down there and we are going to throw on maybe not some more weights because now the 1,100-pound off the lawn will be coming up. And we have our first tractor ready. Okay, let's give you the winnings, the top three. Tommy Schlag took first in the 950 with 254.05. Second went to Jessica Anderson with 250.40. And third went to Gunnar Cook with 213.04. There you go, our top three finishers. All for that coveted Washington County Fair trophy. I like it. Nice trophies. I made sure I put one up here so everybody could see it. Okay, 1,100-pound off the lawn. No, an exhibition tractor again? Oh, it's an exhibition tractor. He's going to check those weights. I'm doing pretty good at reading you guys for only being here first time. Okay. If we find out any information on our 1,100-pound off the lawn, we'll let you know. Well, that's one way to find out if you've got enough weights in there or not.
This is off the 950 stock altered.
Oh, it was 950 stack altered? Okay.
Come back again.
249.12. This is a 950 stack altered tractor exhibition. Okay. It was Sneaky Pete's again. Okay, so we got that all done. Good. Once again, I want to thank Washington County Fair for having us back out here. Thank you again very, very much. I don't know how many years you've been doing this, Carol, at Washington.
Since 1988.
Since 1988. Wow, we have been entertaining you yearly. And we still get a good crowd out here. This is great. I also want to thank Mantella Well Drilling for helping write off some of the sponsorship for this too. They are out of Lakeland, Minnesota. Okay. So I'm going to kind of watch here to see if they throw in any more weights for the 1,100 pound off the lawn. Last time they threw in about 500 pounds. So it's probably about 3,500 pounds they were pulling on the eliminator. They do have 2 eliminators here, by the way, tonight. This one, I'm waiting to see when they switch over to the other one. The other one actually has gears that change, and there's a cab that they're in. It's more for the high-powered ones. They have a little more protection and stuff. So you'll be seeing that a little bit later, too. So thank you guys who are throwing on weights. You're doing a great job. It's not easy. No, I don't think I want to go down and throw on weights. No, I'm better off up here talking. Are you having a good time? Okay. I heard a couple woo out there. When we get the chance, we'll see if we can't get TV 19 to do a span of the crowd again. Okay, we got our 1,100 pound kind of backing into place. This is Josh Bishman. Tractor's owned by Mark Bishman. He's out of Stuart, Minnesota. This is Recycled Red. It's a wheel horse tractor. 1,100 pound off the lawn. 1,100 pound off the lawn. Look, already, Josh, being our first puller out, he is leaning way back in the seat. He wants to get as many inches as possible. Notice his weight set up in the back. He also has wheelie bars on the back of his tractor. And the eliminator is nearing 4,000 pounds, but I don't think it's quite 4,000 yet. We have a nice tacky track tonight, which is good. Very good. And remember, this person, Josh Bishman, is our first puller in this class. He may keep the distance or he may refuse it.
236.70.
Okay, his distance is 236.70. Is he going to keep it or is he going to re-pull? He's turning it down. Wow. Okay. So he'll come back and have to pull again. How many pullers do we have in this class, lovely Kay? 7. Okay, we have 7 pullers in this class. Nice breeze. We got a nice breeze out here. Humidity's dropped. Wonderful. We got a nice crowd out here. Thank you, everybody, for being out here, hanging in there with us. Next year, all of you are going to come back with your garden tractors, right? You're all going to come back? Put it in? Off the lawn? Okay. Oh, we got one ready to pull. This is Miranda Peel out of Silver Lake, Minnesota. Wheel horse. 20 horsepower. Family tradition. Yes. Sponsored by Ideal Acres. Okay. I want you to also notice that they have to wear helmets. Mandatory. If they went out there without a helmet, disqualified. And steel-toed shoes? Steel-toed shoes. Okay. Yes, so they have to have shoes, no flip-flops. Okay, very good. Wanted to make sure I knew what Kay was saying. Yeah, can't wear flip-flops when you garden tractor pull. Nope, doesn't cut it. Nope. Later on, during some of the mini rides and stuff in the Open and Limited or even the Pro Super Stocks, you'll see driver suits, whole bunch of stuff. 221.36. 221.36 was the distance. So right now she is our leader. Yes. This must be Dad running back. He's checking the track. Very good. Got to do that. As long as you don't pull out any horseshoes, we're lucky there, you know. Hi, Sneaky Pete. How's Sneaky Pete doing? Wave to everybody. There you go. He gets a free ride every time. Corey Peterson, he's back again? An 1,100 pound off the lawn? Corey's just a glutton for punishment. He's out of Dassel, Minnesota.
Working on it.
Oh, working on it. This is working on it, not work in progress. This is working on it. Okay. Want to make sure it's a different tractor. Okay, green flag's at the end of the track. Away he goes. Once again, notice the extension in front of the tractor with the weights. Trying to make sure that they keep those front wheels down on the track so you can steer. At the back of the tractor where they hook up, there's wheelie bars so they can't pop a wheelie. They also have weights on the back of the tractor. There's also a cord going from the tractor up to the eliminator, which is a kill switch. If for some reason they got disengaged from that eliminator, that tractor will stop immediately. That's what a kill switch is for. I'm sure sometimes we wish we had that when we're doing freeway driving. Some of these people out there hit their kill switches and they stop. And you want to go, no, don't do that. Okay, 217.88. 217.88. You know, Kay, you got a very nice wave to Richard down there in the trailer. Oh, it's Robbie now? You can tell. Different voices, can't tell them apart. Oh, well. Say, who's our skidster puller tonight? What's his name? Hunter Hannon. Hannon. Okay. Thank you, Hunter, for always going forward and always looking backwards at the end of every pull. You're doing a great job. Let's see, our next one up here is Dan Keel, Ideal Acres, sponsored by, he's at Silver Lake, Minnesota. It's a wheel horse again, titled Fancy. 1,100 pound off the lawn is what you're watching, and he's a 17 horsepower. Notice as they're going from 750 to 900 to 1,100, the horsepower is increasing. And I'm not saying like four-legged horses. These are engine horses. He's taking it nice and slow. Once again, notice the weights on the front. He's got a weight set up to make sure he keeps those tires in the front down. He's got weights in the back, his wheelie bars. Ooh, I like those. Kill switch and a fire extinguisher. I like it. Just never know. And he's actually searching on the track for a good gripping spot. Okay, through the red flag. He's getting ready to stop there.
246.58.
Ooh, 246.58. Wow. You two got quite the wave system going on here. Pretty soon I'm going to watch you stand up and do the wave. Because he's our leader right now? Wow, that is the person who took over the lead, Dan Peel. I'm having my microphone checked. She's probably thinking, let's turn her off. She talks way too much. Turn that lady off. Thank you, TV19. What's your call letters, TV19? TV19. Okay. So if you want to see this broadcast again, make sure you turn on TV19. They'll put on there when they're going to broadcast it again. Oh, our next caller's up. This is Matt Bishman out of where? Minnesota? Princeton, Minnesota. Okay, you guys got to make sure you write better if I'm going to announce. Wheel horse, iron horse, 18 horsepower. 1,100 pound off the lawn. 1,100 pound off the lawn. Notice his extended muffler. Okay, pretty soon he'll wave that red flag to make him stop. Yes, stopped. Okay, now we wait for the distance from out of the trailer that shoots down to the diamond plate that's up there.
244.62.
Oh, well, I'll wave. 244.62. 244.62. Okay, you're getting me in the habit of waving. Good arm movements. Got to do that. Turn it up. I don't know if I can get it anymore. Mitchell Peel will be up next, sponsored by Ideal Acres out of Silver Lake, Minnesota. This is going to be a 20 horsepower, and it is showtime. Showtime. I like that. It's showtime for Mitchell. Tractor's holding by Dan. Green flag showing. Okay, Mitchell, show us how to make that winning distance. You have to be 246.58. 246.58 is what you gotta beat. You gotta beat Dad. There he goes. He's going, don't have Mitchell beat me. It stays in the family. What happens in the family stays in the family, right? Right. Green flag is still out by Mike down there, the flag man at the end of the track. He does a wonderful job down there. Oh, see, if he had those weights on the front, his tires probably wouldn't have came up. He needed wheelie bars, that's for sure. Oh, we'll be quiet so we can hear the distance. 250.77. Oh, yeah, I don't think he beat Dad. He did or didn't? I don't think so. He did. Mitchell beat Dad. Uh-oh. Did you hear that, Dan? Mitchell beat you. We've got 2 more pullers, and then, is that with the repull? That's with the repull. Remember that first one that went out didn't like his distance, so he wanted to repull. So our last official puller is Dean Ekstrom out of Stewart, Minnesota. Wheel horse 16 horsepower. Once again, it's 1,100 pound off the lawn. Next is going to be your 1,050 pound stock altered. 1,050 pound stock altered. Please make sure you're ready to pull.
We got one more in this class.
Oh, we got one more in this class. Another exhibition again?
No, we got the repull. We got the repull left.
Right. Okay. Okay, Dean, show us how it's done. You gotta beat the last puller's distance of 250 feet, .77. Go for it. Nice clean tractor. He's sitting back in the seat already. He's got his weights out front, wheelie bar. Roll. It does have a title on the back of the tractor, but I didn't see it.
Charlie horse.
What is it?
Charlie horse.
Charlie horse. Okay, I like that. Charlie horse. Don't want to get those in the middle of the night. Charlie horse. No, not good. Need more potassium if you get Charlie horses. Eat plenty of cantaloupe, watermelon, fruit. Yes.
All been there, done that. Yes. Had plenty.
Okay, remember that distance is coming out of that trailer all the way down to that diamond plate. Looks like it's really close.
247.22.
Oh, not quite. 247.32. 247.32. Very nice for Charlie horse. One more puller. This happens to be our first puller that was out. He's going to come back and re-pull. Remember, your distance re-puller is Josh Bishman. You need to beat 250.77. He can't hear a word, believe me. He's got his helmet on. He's concentrating. He's going, that lady talks too much. This will be Josh Bishman. His last distance that he pulled was 236.70. Whatever distance he gets this time, he must keep. To win the class, he has to pull over 250 feet. And this is 1,100 pound off the lawn. Our next class will be 1,050 pound stock altered. Okay, green flag showing, and away goes Josh. The track is starting to dry out. You can tell it because they're searching for those spots that grip. They're starting to move around on the track. You want to have grip. That's what keeps you moving forward. Hey, Hunter, you lost a boot. Oh, Josh stopped. We'll get a distance.
39.65.
Oh, I'll tell you this. He bettered his distance from last time. Was it enough to take first place? How many think he went enough to take first place? Raise your hand. Okay, how many think that he actually ended up going into, what, third, fourth place? We're checking. Fifth place. Okay, we'll give you his distance. It was 239.32. 239.65. I tried to listen pretty good. Okay, so that's the end of our 1,100 pound off the lawn. Thank you. Give them all a round of applause. This isn't an exhibition. Okay, our first place went to Mitchell Peel with a distance of 250 feet, .77. Second went to, I should stand up to do this, Dean Ekstrom with 247.32. And third place went to Dan Peel, 246.58. Thank you. 1,100 pound off the lawn. Now we'll go into our 1,050 pound stock altered. And our first puller up is Tony Tice out of Shakopee. Tice out of Shakopee, Minnesota. Cub Cadet Monkey Scratch. This is 1,050 pound stock altered. The first puller in our 1,050 pound stock altered. They added more weights to it.
09.50.
So how much does that eliminator weigh there, Mr. Schmitz?
9.50.
About
2,500 pounds, and it's got 2,000 pounds in the box.
Okay, so the eliminator weighed 2,500 pounds with 2,000 pounds in the box. Means 4,500. I've been doing pretty good. I said you're over 4,000 now. So 4,500 pounds is what they're pulling. Okay, we'll tell you about Tony Tice out of Shakopee. His distance was 209.50, and he's keeping his distance. We have only a few pullers in this class. Then we're going to go into our 1,050 pound sports stock. We have only 4 pullers total in this class, so this class will be moving along really quick. This is John Anderson out of Cottage Grove. He owns this tractor. This is a Cub Cadet Hot Pickle. Hot Pickle. Woohoo! Now, I was out in the Washington County Fairgrounds before I came over here. Had to check out some of the food. One of the things I thought about trying was deep fried pickle. I don't know if anybody's tried it. You gotta let me know. Yep, they are searching. They are searching at the end of that track. It's getting dry down there. 224.11. 224.11. Very good for Hot Pickle, owned by John Anderson. Our next puller is Russ Moan. Russ Moan is out of Zimmerman, Minnesota. His tractor is actually titled Deer Trax. Trax is spelled Traxx. Now remember, this is 1,050 pound stock altered. And his sheet, he actually has listed down is 150 horsepower. So as you can tell, we've gone from 12, 14 horsepower, 17, 19, 20. Now in our stock altered, we have 150 horsepower. So we're moving on up. Next after this class will be the 1,050 pound Pro Super Stock. That will be something to see. Pro Stock? Pro Super Stock. Sports? Oh, yep. Sorry, we're going to do 1,050 pound sports stock. Okay, but first we're going to concentrate on Russ Moan here. Russ is still in the 1,050 pound stock altered. Ooh, they're starting to really work those engines. Work them. Work them good. 205.32. 205.32. That's not enough for first. Our last puller is John Schlag. In this class, John Schlag is out of Isanti. Title of the tractor is Gotcha. We saw Gotcha 2 before. Tractor's owned by Ray Schlag. This is only a 16 horsepower. But remember, it's our 1,050-pound stock altered. After this class, we will see the 1,050-pound sports stock. The 1,050-pound sports stock. Are you still having a good time out there? All right, we will get the distance. We know it's a 2. 215.53. Look, we've even got both of us waving K to him down there. Okay, that's the end of this class. Give him a round of applause. We'll give you who the top 3 finishers are. John Anderson wins one of those lovely Washington County Fair trophies. He took first with 224.11. John Schlag took second with 215.53. Third went to Tony Tice with 209.50. Way to go! Woohoo! How's Mike the Flagman holding up? Now, let's see like that finish line, like Indy 500 winning flag move. Can you do one of those? Hey, that's pretty good. We should sign you up for that Indy 500. Very good. I'd ask, is it Tony you said is in the skidster? If he could wave a flag like that with the skidster? No. Hunter. If Hunter could do that. Oh, no. We're getting ready for our next class. And these are getting louder now. As you can tell, from off the lawn up till now, these are going to get a lot louder. 1,050-pound sports stock. We have one puller. This happens to be Karen Anderson. She's out of Cottage Grove, Minnesota. One of the top female pullers here. She's driving a 700 series Alice Chalmers, and the title of this tractor is Peacemaker. Very nice pull. Very nice. 249.04 for our one puller in the 1,050-pound sports stock. Next class will be our 1,050-pound Pro Super Stock. 1,050-pound Pro Super Stock. Please have your tractors ready. We're moving, this is the only one for the Pro Super Stock. Then we will actually go into our 1,100-pound Open Unlimited, another Open Unlimited class, and then we get into our 2 classes of mini rods. So So we are moving right along. Thank you for hanging in there with us. But don't forget to go check out the Washington County Fair when you're all done here. You gotta go do it. It's your, come every day to the fair. This is the one time of the year you get your county fair here. I'll tell you a little bit about the person that's coming up. It's Dan Schmidt. He's out of Hastings, Minnesota. And we got down here a tractor. It's orange.
That's the name of it.
Oh, that is the name of it, is orange. Okay. Very good. He has no horsepower listed. I just know that the Pro Super Stock is definitely got more horsepower. Open Unlimited, they're allowed to do a lot more things. It's kind of unlimited. Ooh, he leaned way over to the left, way over to the right. At least he didn't stand up, sit down. Fight, fight, fight. 224.37. Is he going to keep that distance or is he going to re-pull? Keep the distance or re-pull? He's keeping the distance. All right. How many more pullers in this class? Two more before we get to the 1,100 pound open unlimited. Very good. Tyler Gerhardt will be up next. He's out of Roberts, Wisconsin. Suspicious Minds is the title of his. Oh, he's got horsepower listed. What's his horsepower? 74.34. 74 and 3/4 horsepower. Suspicious Minds. Yes. That's why he put the 3/4 in there for horsepower. Where did the other quarter horsepower go? Where's that breeze? Oh, we got an incoming airplane. He's scoping us out. Nope, just a fast jet. Maybe he's bringing in somebody important. And just think, you get that type of visitors at the Washington County Fair. This tractor needs a starter. This is this first. No, we're still in the 1,050 pound Pro Super Stock, correct, Kay? Lovely, Kay? Yes. Well, at least the tractor beat Dad down the track. I was glad to see that. 266.27 feet. Wow, that will be our top distance of the night so far for any class. You know, I thought it smelled different. They're burning alcohol. Yes, it's not Windsor or any scotch or beer of any type, no Pabst Blue Ribbon. It's regular fuel alcohol. Yes. Okay, thank you. And they wear fire suits. Anytime they have alcohol for fuel, they have to wear fire suits. So that's a reminder for any of you out there at home. If you are out there and you're mowing your lawns and you're using alcohol for fuel in your engine, not personal engine now, the engine of your tractor, you need to wear a fire suit. Okay, it's an invisible fire. I do have to share with you while we're getting our next tractor ready that it's kind of been interesting that as they go down the track with the eliminator, that you can see that there's wet spots in the track. That's where they're getting good grip. There's other spots up in here where it looks very dry. That's where they're starting to have a little trouble. So the track is changing. Okay, our next puller is Dan Schmidt out of Hastings, Minnesota. Tractor's name is Green. Remember, this is our 1,050-pound Pro Super Stock. And he is our last puller in this class. Our next group up after this class will be the 1,100-pound Open Unlimited. 1,100-pound Open Unlimited will be next. You did very good searching for one of those nice grippy spots. Very good. We'll see if he was able to beat that distance. 235.87. So that's the end of this class, and we'll give you who the winners are. Tyler Gerhardt took first with 266.27. Second went to Dan Schmidt, who just pulled 235.87. And third went to Dan Schmidt with 224.37. Way to go! Congratulations, class. Hi, Cy. You got much younger looking, everything else. Where's a hat? Yep. Okay, now are you ready to see some horsepower? And this isn't all of it. We're going to be seeing now our 1,100-pound Open Unlimited. 1,100-pound Open Unlimited. That means, once again, if you're just joining us, they must weigh 1,100 pounds. There's no limits now on what they're going to be doing to these garden tractors. Some of them may have motorcycle engines. Some may have snowmobile engines. So, and as I could tell, I will let you know too. We do have quite a few in this class. After this class, we'll have our 1,200-pound Open Unlimited. And then we'll get into our mini rods that actually have like Chevy V8 engines in them pulling. So, quite exciting. So thank you once again to the Washington County Fair for putting this on. Also, I want to thank Mantella Well Drilling for sponsoring us in part. And TV19. Woohoo! They're here broadcasting. This is Jeff Thorne out of Stillwater, Minnesota. No Limits is the title of this one. Some horsepower out here and some noise. I'm kind of watching in the back to see what the horses are doing in the background, and so far so good. 218.20. Okay, I saw him wave, so I waved back. Okay, 218.20. He is our first puller. He's keeping it. He is keeping that distance. Bob Schlag will be our next puller up out of Ham Lake, Minnesota. Maybe not? Well, we're kind of checking here to see who's coming up. By the way, that sounds like that was a snowmobile engine in that one. And he ran it back so we could see it again. How exciting! So, are you still having a good time out there? Some of you are die-hard garden tractor puller fans, I could tell. Make sure if you see anybody from Washington County Fair Board, thank them for having us out here. We've been doing this since 1988. Wow, one of their long-standing shows. I'm sure we have regular people that come out. Okay, we're kind of switching here to see who's coming up. It is Mike Hannon out of East Bethel. One piece at a time. He's afforded this tractor one piece at a time. Thank you, Mike Hannon. He was our flagman. They switched flagmen. So I guess the flagman down there is going to see what it's like to pull a tractor down here. Woohoo! That's John down there. Hi, John the flagman. How are you doing, John? Good. He put his thumbs up. Are you keeping your distance too? Yes. Well, that was an exciting pull. I want you to know that I noticed as he went by on his helmet, he happened to have a little GoPro camera on top. So it'd be kind of fun to find out if he's going to put it on Facebook or something to see what it's like to be a garden tractor puller with that little GoPro camera. His distance was 271, 174.34. 174.34.
Mike would like it.
Yes. Mike would especially like it if I said 274. Okay. Let's see we're waiting to see who comes up next here. Before we announce anybody in particular. Remember, this is 1,100 pound open unlimited. 1,100 pound open unlimited. Now it's Bob Schlag. Bob Schlag. He's out of Ham Lake, Minnesota. He lives in Owatonna Street. I'm from Owatonna. Wasted Wages is the title of his tractor. 650 Honda Silver Wing motorcycle engine. There we go. 650 Honda Silver Wing motorcycle engine is what he is using in this garden tractor. Now remember, this is a professional sport. Do not try this at home. Well, he threw the red flag. 186.93. Yes, we'll all wave down there. Does that sound like Richard? That was Richard. That sounded like his voice. We got 2 pullers left. 2 pullers? Really? Is that what we have left? Is true? Yeah, we have 2 pullers left in this class. Then we go to the 1,200 pound open unlimited. This is going to be Robbie Backus out of Inver Grove Heights is going to be coming up next. Total Chaos. Total Chaos is the name of his tractor. Sounds really quiet right now, but I understand when he revs it up, it's Total Chaos. Right? It's a Suzuki. Hey, it's a Suzuki.
Hi, Suzuki!
Yes. Now there's Suzuki motorcycle engines. My husband happens to drive a Suzuki station wagon, but I don't think it's a Suzuki station wagon. I think it's a Suzuki motorcycle. They're getting into place. Notice that they are all wearing fire suit jackets at least, helmets. I'm sure they have a fire extinguisher on there. Are they running alcohol too, Kay? Not necessarily. Ooh, you went offside there a little bit. That's too bad. He was doing really good, too. When that grip catches you,
187.76.
when that grip catches you, sometimes it can just suck you off to the side. That's why it's real important that you have those weights on the front. Try and keep those wheels down on the front. You get too much power in the back, it can pull you off to the side. So remember that next time you're out mowing that lawn. His distance is 187.76. Remember the distance to beat in this class was 218.20. We have only one more puller left, which is Cody Frederick. Cody is out of Glenwood City, Wisconsin, and it's Funny Farmall. We'll have to wait and see. I don't see any other description on here. After this, we will go to the 1,200-pound open unlimited, the 1,200-pound open unlimited. Then we'll get into our mini rods. So please do stick around. But when we're done with the conclusion of our class, please go support your local Washington County Fair vendors, exhibits. Stop at the information booth. Tell them that you enjoyed the show. We've been coming since 1988. I'm sure we would like to make sure we come back again, and you don't blame me, the announcer, for not wanting you to come back. I want you to want this program. Our last puller again, once I said, is Cody Frederick in this class. Distance to beat is 218.20. Oh, sounds like another motorcycle. Snowmobile. Excuse me. Snowmobile engine. All right. He straightened it out down there. I gotta give him credit. .78. 202.78. So give them all a round of applause. There's your 1,100-pound open unlimited. I'll give you the top three as we go into our 1,200-pound open unlimited. Jeff Throne was tops with 218.20 and gets a lovely Washington County Fair trophy. Cody Frederick with 202.78. Robbie Backus with 187.76. Congratulations to those top three. Are the pullers all having a good time? Anybody out there kind of going, what in the world did we get into today here? It's not hot, it's not humid, it's just beautiful at the Washington County Fairgrounds. Thank you, TV19. You're doing a great job. We love having you over here. Next year they're going to say, we don't want to go watch that garden tractor pullers. Okay, this is our 1,200-pound open unlimited. Ray Schleg. Wow, quite the first pull for him. 250.43 is the distance. 250.43. So now while the eliminator went by that time, he's keeping his distance. He is keeping his distance. Yes, he is. We got just one more puller in this class? Two. Excuse me. That tractor that just went by was bad behavior. Bad behavior. You can imagine going up. You know, if you had a tractor like that out there mowing your yard, zoom, be all done with. Your grass may not be cut, but you would have great time in your neighborhood with all the neighbors wondering, what is that neighbor doing today? Good grief. Okay, who's up next here? It's awfully quiet. I got to get some good vibes in here. Daryl Rath. He's sponsored by Rath Racing. He's out of Hutchinson, Minnesota. Just maybe plus. Okay, so there must be a just maybe somewhere, and now it's a plus. Was. Okay. So he took just maybe and made it into a plus. This is 1,200 pound open and limited. Wow, that was quite the pull. That was just maybe plus.
322.63.
We're both waving. This is our first one that pulled over 300 feet tonight. 322.63. Wow. Incredible. I think he's going to probably win this class. Yeah. Okay, so now we've got one exhibition tractor coming up. Of course, it's Cy Schmitz's tractor. We don't know, does it have, it's Rusty is its name? Okay. And after this exhibition now, we are going into the 1,750 pound mini rods. The mini rods are going to be here. Yes, what will happen now is after this exhibition, we'll actually be changing eliminators. We'll have to go to the other eliminator that's down parked at the end, because that one has weights and everything already set up on it, and all he has to do is change gears, which makes it a lot easier. Nice pull there, guys. Hey, we got shade. I can see the audience. You guys are looking great out there. Yes, I agree. Thank you for hanging in there. You're an awesome crowd. Thank you, TV19, for hanging in there. You're doing a great job, too. Do turn on Channel 19. I'm sure they will put on there on the bottom that they've been at the Washington County Fair. Scroll across, you'll be seeing Sneaky Pete's Garden Tractor Pullers, and maybe you will see yourself out there in the audience. You never know. Oh, this isn't good. He got up and he got off. Oh, switch drivers. Who is driving this one? Teresa Shorn. Shore? Okay. Teresa Shore. Okay. Sai's saying he's giving her the last minute instructions. Go straight down the track to the very end. Chase the flag man off the track. Nice pull for Teresa. Very nice. 242.37. 242.37. Lovely Kay, you've been just a pleasure to work with tonight. We still have 2 more classes to go, so you can't get up and leave yet. I want you to know that. Okay. Our first place finisher went to Daryl Rath with 322 feet, .63. Ray Schlag did 250.43. And that is it. Our exhibition was an exhibition. That's all there is. Now we're going to go into our 1,750 pound mini rods. 1,750 pound mini rods. There's only one in this class? Wow. And another exhibition in this class too? She's writing up notes. You have to understand, I just am right here by Lovely Kay who knows it all. Hey, we got a new person on the eliminator. Hi, new person on the eliminator. How's it? Wave to the crowd. Make sure everybody sees you too. Wave to that person. And now I believe they're going to be switching eliminators. They will switch eliminators. So this is your chance. Everybody stand up. Take a 5th inning stretch. You know, like take me out to the tractor puller game. Take me out with the crowd. I won't sing anymore. I know my voice isn't very good. Because we're going to be going into the mini rods. Nice track here, by the way. Nice track. Had good grip. You can still see where it's kind of wet in spots, but it's also drying out in others. I'm sure they'll take all that dirt and pull it back tonight. Make it look like nobody was ever here again. I will tell you the last eliminator had on it probably close to 6,000 pounds is what they were pulling. This one will be over 6,000 pounds. He's actually working on switching some gears as we speak. From past experience, it was more like 7,500 pounds. So we will check and make sure that we fill you in on that type of information. Once again, I want to thank the Washington County Fair Board for allowing us to come back since 1988. Wow. I'm sure the fair has been going on a lot longer than that, but it's been wonderful to be here since 1988. I want to thank Mantella Well Drilling of Lakeland, Minnesota for being part of our sponsor here tonight. I also want to thank TV19. Yay, TV19. 5 tractors left to pull before the completion of the show. So don't leave us just yet. We're going to have 1 tractor in the 1,750 pound mini rod. 17 pound mini rod. That is going to be Pat Novak out of South Haven. Oh, Novacek. Thank you. Thank you, lovely Kay. He's out of South Haven. Bad Seed is the name of his tractor. Remember, they switched eliminators. Probably about 7,200 pounds they're pulling at least. These are going to be like your V8 motors. Wow, now I can see why they have that cab in front. Did you see all that dirt he was throwing? 243 feet, .57. 243.57. Way to go. Though we had somebody over 300 tonight. I'm surprised we're not going to do that with the mini rods. He must have been a fluke. Well, he might be back out here again, I bet, won't he? No. That was it? That's the only time he pulls, lovely Kate? Yes. Okay. Nice pull. You,
Don't have a dual show.
no. Yep. Just a one pull show. That's for sure. Okay, that was the conclusion of our 1750-pound mini rods. Now we're going to go into our 1900-pound mini rods. 1900-pound mini rods. Brave girl. She's going to have to wash her feet tonight when she gets home. That's all there is to it. It's tacky out there still, isn't it? Dry in spots. Yeah, a little soft over there, see? She's checking the track. She's trying to tell them where to go. Yes. 110? 110 octane. Thank you. Yes, this race fuel is great. This could be a NASCAR garden tractor pull. There we go. I like it. This is going to be Jeff Throne out of Stillwater, Minnesota. This is Angry Inch. It's obvious it's a V8 motor. You could just, I don't know if you could feel it from where you are, and I think I'm about the same distance as the audience. You can feel the vibrations in the air from that engine. So if you're really kind of a gearhead, you can actually understand this. Oh, they must be making sure they give them last minute instructions. She's walking down the track telling them this is where to go. And you do not want to make her mad. You can imagine. You keep Mama happy. Incredible.
282.69.
282 feet, 6'9". 282, 6'9" for Jeff Thorne out of Stillwater.
I would assume
Yeah, I think he's keeping it, isn't he? Yes, he's keeping it. Angry Inch. 110 octane. He did have listed on here, it was 800 plus horsepower, by the way. And this is the 1900-pound mini rod class that you're watching. We have only
one more.
3 more pullers left in this class. We have 1 exhibition and 2 regular pullers. And that will be the conclusion of our show. So we will keep you posted on what's coming up here in between while it's quiet. This next puller will be Richard Throne, and he is also out of Stillwater. This is Rat Patrol, and his horsepower is 642. Now, while I gave you that information, some of you have really hung in there and made sure that you watched the tractor pull. Thank you. Thank you very much while we have the chance. I also want to remind you that this is Sneaky Pete's Garden Tractor Pullers. So when you go see the information booth and talk to anybody with the Washington County Fair Board, remind them that you want to see us back again next year. We love coming here. This is a great group, great track, great audience. Thank you for being out here. I also want to thank Mantilla Well Drilling for being a sponsor of Lakeland and TV19 and all our garden tractor pullers that come out to put on this show. Thank you guys. You do an excellent show. I also want to thank all the help of Sneaky Geek Pete's garden tractor pullers. I got lovely Kay up here, Carol Schmitz, who did a lot of the registration, Cy Schmitz, I know Hunter, and Mike Hannon, and a few other people that have helped along the way that I know I'm going to forget, but I only come in like once every 10 years. Okay. And if you're still interested in us, make sure you go check out the website, Facebook page of Sneaky Pete. And tomorrow night they're going to be in Denison for a tractor pull. Okay, this is Richard Throne, once again, a V8 tractor, 642 horse. Yep, he's got his lights on, he's ready. Very nice. We'll get his distance and we'll report it to you. .17, 245.17. He's in second place right now in this class. Our next puller, well, it's quiet and you can hear me, is Ray Schlag. He's bringing out Rolling Thunder, and he's out of Oak Grove, Minnesota. Remember, this is the 900-pound mini rods. 900-pound mini rods. Website for Sneaky Pete's garden tractor pullers is www.sneakypetespullers.com. Even I know that one. How do you know? I check it out just to see where the schedule is to see if I'm going to make it to see any of your shows. TV 19, you're hanging right in there. You're doing very good. We got one more plus an exhibition. Ray Schlag out of Oak Grove, Minnesota, Rolling Thunder. Once again, you can tell it's another V8 motor in here. Is it alcohol? No. We're over here sniffing the air to see if we can tell if it's alcohol or racing fuel. Yep, flagman's ready, tractor's ready, eliminator's ready, and that's about it. Wow, I tell you, they're digging some holes at the end down there. Wow, 264.57. Very nice. So we'll give you those plus the exhibition tractor yet to come. Okay. So Ray Schlag, our last puller, just took, no, he didn't take first in this class. Oh no, he didn't. Jeff Throne would be a little upset with me. Jeff Throne, 282.69, took first in this class. Second went to Ray Schlag with 264.57. And third went to Ray Throne, 245.17. Nice job, you guys. We got one more tractor left in exhibition. Hopefully he doesn't do anything crazy. Hey. So, oh, yep, I see Sneaky Pete's getting on his tractor. He's got his suit on. This is good. One last puller here. Gives me an opportunity to thank everybody once again for being a wonderful audience. Do make sure that you get up and go enjoy the fair. Washington County Fair only comes once a year. Go support the vendors. Tell the fair board how much you appreciate all their efforts. There's a lot of work that goes into getting this all done. We just get to come in and enjoy. So, our last puller up here is Cy Schmitz himself. And he's pulling Johnny Cash. Okay, they're backing him up, getting him ready. Once again, another V8 engine. By the way, the Eliminator had about 8,500 pounds on it is what they were pulling in this class. $296.24 was our exhibition tractor. Well, that concludes the class. Thank you, everybody, for being here. If you give us a few minutes, yes, give yourself a. I'll give you a round of applause. Yay! Thank you, audience. And let's thank the pullers. They did a great job too. Afterwards, you can come over and visit with them. Do be careful. They are trying to put away their equipment and everything. Be very careful on the track. Thank you to TV19. Wonderful, wonderful group. Oh, look, they're getting pictures of the audience. We should find one of those kiss cam moments, just like at the Twins. Let's see, what else does the Twins do? Biggest smile. Let's see. Things like that. You've been a wonderful, wonderful group. Thank you, Washington County Fair. Hope to see you again next year. And this is Kathy, your announcer, signing off for another wonderful evening. I'm going to go out and get some cheese curds. Woohoo!